In this video, I'm going to teach you how you will become magnetic with your mindset, with how you treat other people, with how other people will start to view you, with how you need to treat yourself in order to attract people and in order to become attractive to people. And yes, let's get started. Everyone who tried to teach me something about how to become attractive just said, yeah, dress well, do this, do this, do this. But we will start right with the communication here, okay? And this is not just to attract a part, how to be magnetic for people who you maybe need in your success, in your job. And the most important thing, and I don't understand why nobody talks about this, is that you need to learn how to listen. The majority of the people I met don't know how to listen. You meet them and they are just like talking. This is my life, this is me, this is my dog, this is my cat, this is my aunt, this is my uncle, this is my kid. They don't even take a breath. And before you know their whole life, and they don't even know your name. Why? Because they never let you talk. Because they don't know how to listen. Because they don't know how a real conversation works or how it should work in order for both people to have the opportunity to show a bit of themselves. Most people, when they get the chance that somebody listens to them, they just talk, non-stop talk, because they are so flattered by the idea that somebody finally listens to them, so they just overshare. And you need to work on that. When you meet new people, and this is a rule I live by, when I meet new people, I go by the 80-20 rule. And this is 80% of the time, I'll let the other person talk. I dig deeper. They maybe tell me something about their interest and I'm like, okay, tell me more about this. Oh yeah, why is that? What made you have this interest? Like, you need to dig deeper into their interest, because I read this book once, okay, from Dale Carnegie, and he said there is nothing people love to talk more about than themselves. So if you want to make people listen to you, you gotta make them talk about their favorite topic. What is their favorite topic? Themselves. Sorry, but if you just talk about yourself, when you meet someone new, they will first likely be listening to you, but after a couple of minutes, they will be like, okay, I'm out. Because I know how it is. When I meet new people and I just hear them talk about themselves non-stop, not even giving me the slightest opportunity to talk about myself, mentally I'm logging out. I'm listening to them, I'm looking them into the eyes, but mentally I'm thinking about, okay, what are you going to do next? You need to eat something. You don't want that. You want people to listen to you actively. And you can do this by listening to them actively first. Don't overshare. Don't be like, oh my God, you listen to me. I need to use that opportunity because nobody ever listens to me. No, this is needy. You don't want to come off as needy to people you need, okay? So please learn how to listen, because people will find you attractive if they feel that you give them the chance to open up, that you give them the space to talk about themselves, that you are genuinely interested, okay, in what they have to say, and not just there to overshare your whole life. Because trust me, I'm so sorry, but there's no one who's more boring to me than someone who offers me their whole life on a silver platter the first night we met. I don't know. Where is the mysteriousness? Where's the space left for my imagination to ask me, okay, why did they become that way? What made them behave the way they did? I need to know more about this. I want to know more about this. If you tell me everything about yourself in the second we met, I'm sorry, but I'm just like, okay, I'm done now. So take yourself back, give the person the opportunity to talk, dig deeper into their interest, and be really, in that situation, be attentive. Don't go on your phone. Don't be like, oh yeah, but this is just a story about me. Don't be like this. Communication skills are so underrated, okay? You can be physically attractive as you want. You can be the man of my dreams. But if you don't know how to communicate with me, you are not interesting for me. If I see you and I think to myself, oh my God, I would love to be friends with her. And then I'm talking to you and you are just like, this is my life. This is my mom. This is my dad. I grew up like this. This is my favorite color. And you didn't even ask me a single question. You didn't even give me the time to introduce myself. I'm done with you. I don't want to know you any longer. Because this is so needy. And there is nothing more unattractive than neediness. Okay? Please engrave this into your mind. There is nothing more unattractive than neediness. And neediness also shows by how people use the chance, when they have the chance to talk about themselves, how they use that. If they just take the chance and be like, oh my god, I have like 10 minutes to prove my worth to the other person. I have 10 minutes to show the person how interesting I am. Then you know, okay, this person is needy. Because the person really knows their worth, they would be like, okay, let's have a conversation. And with conversation, I mean, I give you the opportunity to talk and you give me the opportunity to talk. This is not a monologue. This is not a monologue. Give the people the opportunity to have a real communication with you. A communication that goes from both sides, not just you. Not just you oversharing about your whole life, about your whole trauma, about your whole story. What's also important is that you value their time and their energy. Sorry, but if you constantly come too late to when you're meeting with someone, like if this is really a thing that you permanently do, you're always too late, not just 5 minutes, maybe half an hour, maybe an hour. This is not, I'm just a person, I'm never on point. No, you are rude. You are simply rude. If you are self-aware about the fact that you are never on time when you meet with your friends, okay, and you don't change anything about this, you are rude. Why? Because you don't care about their time. You don't care about their energy. Yeah, they will wait for me another hour. No, I won't wait for anyone. If I have a friend and they are constantly too late, I won't wait for them. And you shouldn't do either, because over here, we value people's time and energy. And trust me, when you start to do this, when you start to be punctual, people will value you more because they know, okay, this person values my time and so I value them. I appreciate them because they appreciate my time and energy. They don't take me for granted. They don't know, okay, I will just let them wait another hour. They will wait. It's okay. No, it's not okay. It's rude. I don't know who romanticized this behavior. It's rude. There are a lot of people out there who try to tell you, yeah, looks are everything. Just dress nice, just look nice, just buy yourself the prettiest car, and people will start to respect you, and you will be interesting enough. No, you won't. I'm so sorry to break your little world, but your looks aren't enough. You need to be open to knowledge and you need to be open to learn new things and have a huge interest in the world and in all different kind of topics, not just for yourself. Firstly, for yourself, of course, but also because when you know a lot of stuff, when you know a lot of things about a lot of stuff, you always meet people who are maybe interested in that stuff and who you can talk about with. So when I had an internship in a law firm when I was younger, and we were like 5 internships, and in the first day they showed us around in the office, and we get to see the office of a lawyer. And I looked at his office and I was like, you decorated with feng shui. And he looked at me and he was like, yes, how do you know that? And I was like, yeah, I got into that topic a few years ago. It's really interesting. And he was like, not even my assistant, who works for me for over 10 years, has ever realized this. And because of that, because I appreciated and recognized his interest, he took me to an appointment where everyone wanted to go with him. This is how far you can come by simply acknowledging people's interest, by simply collecting knowledge from all different kind of areas and use it when you are communicating with people. Because people love nothing more than being seen for what they like and love. So if I meet someone and they are like 70 years old, okay, and they tell me something about gardening, I will listen. If I meet someone and they are 40 years old and they tell me how I can change my tire in my car, I will listen. I love knowledge and I love all different kinds of information I can get. My brain is hungry for every kind of knowledge that exists. And if you collect a lot of knowledge, you are always able to communicate and to bond with people through your knowledge. because they will feel so appreciated, so seen when you are talking, when you are able to talk with them about what they like, when you are able to listen, when you are able to teach them something, okay? The most interesting, attractive people to me are people who can teach me something that I didn't know yet. Yes. There was this guy once, a really famous influencer, really physically attractive, my type. From the physical, he was like perfectly my type. And he's very famous, he's very successful, and he messaged me. And I was like, okay, you know, I talked with him and I realized he was the kind of guy that was always attractive. Like, always the one who got every girl, always the one who was very physically pretty, like from the beginning, like he grew up and he was always the pretty kid. And I felt that because he thought, you know, he wanted to see me. And I was like, no, I'm not going to see you. And the reason why I didn't want to see him was because he mentally couldn't stimulate me enough. He was just like, every day, how are you? What are you doing? What is your favorite color? Despite his attractiveness on the outside, he never really worked on his mindset or really collected knowledge or really was able to hold a deep conversation about something. And this was so unattractive to me that despite all of his fame and success and attractiveness on the outside, he was unattractive to me because he wasn't interesting to me. He couldn't talk with me, he couldn't listen to me, he couldn't teach me anything. And I was like, okay, listen, I'm very thankful for the time with you, but I don't see any connection here. I'm out. I'm out. So in order to become a person who is magnetic to others, work on your inner self, collect knowledge, make your inner self an interesting place. Looks can deceive, but they cannot hold. If I see an attractive person and I'm talking to them, and while I'm talking to them, I realize, okay, this is just a beautiful shell, but it's hollow. I'm turning around and I'm going away. You need to be as attractive as you want to be on the outside. You need to be the same amount of attractive on the inside. Never appear needy. I know sometimes it's hard because sometimes you lose someone and you love them so much and you just want to beg them for another chance. You want to beg them for their time, for their attention, but never do that. Please never do that. As I said before, nothing is as unattractive as neediness. If you show a person that you are in this position, begging them for their attention and they are here, what do you think they are going to do? They won't appreciate you more, they won't love you more just because you beg for them. They will think to themselves, this person doesn't even know their own worth and know they want from me that I validate them? No. Always validate yourself first and never beg for anyone's time, for anyone's friendships, for anyone's love, because you deserve all of that. But if someone is not willing to give it to you, don't beg for it. Don't ever bring yourself into that position where you beg someone for anything. Never beg. Even when your heart breaks into pieces, okay? Turn around and simply move away. Because trust me, what one person is not willing to give you, there are 1,000 other persons out there who are willing to give you everything you need and everything you want. You don't need to beg for it. And you don't want to beg for it because people won't respect you if you do that. Make people feel seen, loved, and heard. And what I mean by that is remember small details about them. Their birthday, what they like to eat, what they like to drink. Randomly bring them their favorite snack. Randomly just show them that you remembered their favorite book, their favorite author, their favorite music. Just naturally try to bring it into the conversation to let them know, yeah, I remember what you told me. I have a list in my notes app. I have a list for every friend of mine, and whenever they tell me something new, I note it. what they like to eat, what they like to drink, their favorite childhood movies, their comfort movies, everything. Everything is noted. Just because I want to remember, I want to know, and I want to know exactly, like maybe when I'm searching for something to give them, a present, what they would like to have. Maybe say they have a really bad day, okay? And I know, okay, this movie is their absolute comfort movie. I can bring that into the conversation to let them know they are loved. If you make people feel loved, they are going to love to be with you. And if someone loves to be with you, they always want more of you. And that is how you become magnetic. By letting people feel good about themselves in your presence. So I want you to think about the person who makes you feel the best about yourself right now. Why do they make you the best about yourself right now? Not because they have a lot of money, because they have the beautiful, most expensive car, because they are rich, because they talk about how successful they are. No. Maybe because they love you as you are, they support you, they make you feel special, and they make you feel important. And that is how you make people love and appreciate you, by making them feel important. Take care of yourself and have a time schedule. So, especially when you're dating, okay? When you're dating someone and they are always like, yeah, let's meet now, and you jump for them, they will know that you don't appreciate your own time enough. Let them know, okay, no, actually, I have to do this now, but we can meet, I don't know, in 4 days. I can make some time for you then. Be busy, and be busy with things that make you feel good about yourself. A new hobby, an interest, maybe even if you're just at home alone with yourself, okay? Meditate, journal, read something, watch your favorite comfort show, cook something for yourself, go for a walk. It doesn't have to be anything special or anything expensive, but just take care of yourself and show other people that you take care of yourself, and that your time is nothing that you give away easily just because they want to take it. Let them see that your time is special, and in order for them to get that part of your time, they have to appreciate your time, value your time, and respect it. And someone who's always in the last minute calling you, yeah, are you free in 5 minutes? They don't respect your time. Because they simply think that whatever you are going to do now, you just drop it for them because they are the most special, interesting thing in your life. No. Especially when it comes to dating, okay? Don't drop everything you are doing right now just to jump for the other person. Never do that. Let them know, okay, I'm a busy person, I won't jump for you. I will never do that. Never make a promise that you can't keep. If you tell someone, I'm going to do that for you, and then you don't do it, you're just a talker. If you promise someone, I'm never going to leave you, and then you leave them, you're just a talker. I know we all want to say those kind of things when we are in a relationship maybe, or when we are in a friendship, but never make promises that you know you are maybe not able to keep under certain circumstances. Don't do that. When you say something to someone, when you tell them, I'm going to do this for you, I'm going to do that for you, do it. Best thing is to not even tell them that you are going to do that, just do it. Actions over words, okay? There are so many people who are just talking, yeah, I plan to do this, I plan to do that, and they never do anything of this. You can't take them seriously because they just talk. At the end of the day, what they gave you were just words. This is why I don't date men who are just talking to me non-stop without proving me with their actions that they are really able to do what they tell me they would do. Always believe their actions and always be a person yourself who rather shows with their action what they are going to do than with their words, because actions speak louder than words. Because at the end of the day, people will remember what you really did for them, not what you promised to do for them but never did, not what you told them one day you will do for them but never did. So if you say you're going to do something, do it. Prove that you are someone who sticks to their word. Set boundaries. Some people think that they are more likable when they do everything that is expected from them from other people, but no. People will respect you more if they see that you set boundaries for yourself and that you stick to them. Because they know, okay, I can play with this person. They are not like a little puppet on my string. I can do what I want with them. I really have to respect them because they will see right through what I'm going to do with them if I just plan to, use them. Set boundaries for yourself and learn how to say no. This is very important. Please don't ever feel bad for saying no. If someone asks you to do something for them and you don't want to do that, say no. If someone wants to be your friend, but you really are not interested in being their friend, say no, thank you. It's okay, you are allowed to say no. You don't have to say yes to things you don't want to do or say yes to people you don't want to be with just because you don't want to hurt their feelings. You are able to say no and you are allowed to say no. This doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you a person who respects their own boundaries and their own will. Always try to radiate love and positivity. I know we all have these days, okay, where we are sad, where we are unmotivated, where we feel bad, where we just have like a bad day. In those days, I really try to stay away from people. I will maybe tell my closest friends, hey, I'm not doing good right now, but I'm not going into a social situation and just complain about my whole life and talk about how negative everything is. I don't do this. I simply recharge my energy, take some time for myself, work on myself, give myself the time and the space I need in order to, heal or be better again. And then I go out and I try to socialize with people again because I don't want to be a person who just lets all of their inner anger, their inner sadness out to the world. No, I'm dealing those things, I am dealing this with myself, and when I'm ready, I go back into the world and I'm positive again. Because you don't want to be around a negative person. If you are a negative person, people won't like you because you also make them feel bad about themselves. And if you make someone feel bad about themselves, you are not magnetic because they don't want to be around you anymore. If you are constantly complaining, like it could be the most lovely day, okay? The sky is so pretty, the sun is shining, and those people, they just want to complain. They will always find something they can complain about. Don't be one of those people. If you have a bad day, take time for yourself. Maybe talk to someone who you trust, to a close friend. But don't go around and complain about your whole life and how bad everything is and try to drag other people down just because you are down. Because there are a lot of people who work that way. When they are feeling down, they just need to drag others down with them. Don't be like this. Know that you are the prize. And someone who knows that they are the prize, that they are really worthy, will not accept every chance to date, every opportunity to have a new friend. They will really look at their options and choose wisely who they allow to get into their inner circle. Because trust me, my inner circle, I treat my inner circle like a high security system. You are not allowed into my inner circle if I didn't test you in 100 different ways. Like them, if they don't make me feel good, if I feel that they just want to use me as their therapist or, just want to use me for any kind of advantage. No, your inner circle has to be your most precious thing, and you really need to save and protect your inner circle with your life, because the people you spend your most time with are going to influence you the most. And if there's a rotten fruit in your inner circle, it doesn't take long until you will become that rotten fruit yourself. People don't value what comes too easy or what comes too free or what they don't have to work for. So if someone wants to be in your inner circle, make them know that it is a priority to be in your inner circle. Because when you get something or someone too easily, you start to question that. You start to ask yourself, okay, why was that so easy? Is that person maybe so desperate that they are allowing everyone into their lives? Or, people value more what they had to earn themselves, what they had to fight for. So really show people that being a part of your life is a priority they have to earn first. This was my video and I hope you enjoyed it, and I love you.